Hi everyone, so it is Sunday evening and I've just written down the date, which is the 1st, 9/19. So that's 1919 in numbers, isn't it? And I've just checked the time, just about to press record, and it's 9 p.m. Okay, so we've got 1919 and another 9. Okay. Someone out there is going to tell me what all that means because I don't do numerology. So one of you is very kindly going to let me know the significance of that, if that's okay. I do know that it is very important though. And I just wanted to check in today because last week I brought together the 6 W's, and I've been doing weekly or twice weekly readings on them for my benefit and then sharing them with you. And this evening I've just changed round slightly just one of the words because of what's been happening over the last week with certain synchronicities, and now have the wealth of the world awakens from the wisdom of the woman's womb. Okay, and I'm just going to draw some cards on this because last time we drew some cards on this it was very, very interesting. So I'm just going to sit with this just for a few moments because really whatever is going on a personal perspective is reflected out into the world, really, isn't it? And we sort of mirror each other in so many ways. So this reading is not just on a personal perspective, this is more from the words that are here, okay, from a world perspective, but we need to also heed it on a personal level. So I'm just going to shuffle these. These are the Shaman Oracle cards, which I love, the mystical ones, and they have really beautiful designs on. So we'll just take this. So this has come out. Okay. The wealth of the world awakens from the wisdom of the woman's womb. Okay, and the first card that we have is the giveaway. Okay, so I'm just going to put that there to one side. And I'm going to draw another one from this pack. The wealth of the world awakens from the wisdom of the woman's womb. Wealth of the world. The wealth of the world. And we have here the lower world. Ooh, okay. How interesting. I'm just going to draw one more from this pack. Okay. And the sun. Sun. Okay. The giveaway. Now I've got my own interpretation of these cards already, but I'm just going to read out, okay, what is actually in the book initially. So we have the wealth of the world awakens from the wisdom of the woman's womb. The first card that we have is number 23, and this is the giveaway. Okay, so the giveaway. The giveaway is the gift you offer to life without attachment, without expecting anything back. You can only give what is truly yours, a smile, a nod of encouragement, a gentle touch and a kind word. This is not giving to others what you no longer want, like the sweater that no longer fits, but giving that which is most precious, your authentic love and genuine feelings. The invitation. Make a list of 10 people and things for which you are grateful. Connect with a feeling of gratitude. The giveaway comes to ask you to feel the same gratitude without needing anything or anyone to inspire it, and to share this gratitude with those you meet. As you offer thanks, your heart opens and you start realizing how much life has given you. You heal your feelings of scarcity and open yourself to the abundance that surrounds you. The giveaway invites you to be in the flow of life as you give freely and receive freely. The medicine. Is it difficult for you to set limits on how much of yourself to give? If you give more than is healthy, then you will not be able to give for long. You'll feel resentful with your partner or associates, or you'll feel like the world owes you something in return. Notice if you give for any reason other than pure generosity. Are you trying to be liked or accepted? Are you hoping to heal an old wound? Sorry, I'm just going so dry here, just a second. Start giving to yourself first and foremost. Offer yourself the care, the love, the time and the acceptance that you are longing for. And once you've experienced plenty, then you can truly give to others. Okay, so that is very much a part of the sharing of the wealth, really, the wealth of everything that you are on a genuine level, from who you are, okay, the very essence of you, to give that generously without expecting anything back. And you know, sometimes that might even be sharing some of the assets and finances and things that you actually have as well. There's no reason why that can't. And it's not really putting a limit on it, but actually just knowing what is enough before you are not scarce from the pot yourself. Okay, so the wealth of the world awakens from the wisdom of the woman's womb. The next card that we pulled, the lower world. Now, the lower world has lots of different faces with light shining through them on here. Okay, the lower world is sort of hidden within the dark places. There's not much light on this card, okay? It's hidden in the dark places of life. Let's see what the reading says, number 31. The lower world holds the hidden treasures of humanity. It is a place of rich and fruitful darkness where we can find the disowned parts of ourselves and the abandoned aspects of our psyches. The lower world is the place of our ancestors where we discover the gifts and lessons from the past. It is the realm of the collective unconscious. Here we can meet our demons and transform them into pure energy, our source of personal power. It is time to unearth your hidden treasures. Do not make yourself small in order for others to like or accept you. Gosh, bring out the gems and precious stones that you have kept inside your heart, hidden even from yourself. It's time to honour your past and recast your life as a heroic quest. As you journey into the lower world, you will be offered all the gifts of your ancestors, their struggles, the way they hurt, the way they lived, the way they died will become blessings. Are you one of those people who do not like to face the past? Now your past is calling to be acknowledged, to be heard and to be embraced. The only way to become unstuck is to honour everything that has transpired in your life and reflect on the lessons learned and move on. If you bear witness to your past and learn its lessons, it will stop haunting you. And as you embrace its gifts, you will recover a missing part of your soul. Wow. This resonates with me on so many levels, because everything that has been going on for the past 6 months or so with me is really about going back behind those closed doors where we have left a part of ourselves, where things have happened with events and people and places, okay, that were unpleasant, that were uncomfortable, that were distasteful, that were so horrible that we couldn't wait to get out of that door and move on ahead and carry on with our journey and run away from that closed door. but having discovered on my own personal journey that unless you actually go back, discover what you left behind that closed door, you cannot carry on as far as you wish. Okay, there's another door that is always shut that you can't get through until you've gone back behind the other closed door, collected your little gem, polished it up and moved it on. Okay, and as you take it with you, it's then back safely with you, and that could be your self-worth, it could be trust, okay, it could be your confidence, but there'll be a vital part of you that you need to go back and get so that you can move on to the next part of our journey. And that is how we all evolve. That's how the planet evolves. And if we can all do that and go safely back into the past, and there are safe ways of doing this, and I think that's what people are struggling to accept. Okay, there are now very safe ways of doing that, and if you start to investigate in all of that, you will start to appreciate what they might be. If you don't know what they are, then just get in touch. But yes, going back behind those closed doors is now becoming very important. It's all being brought up, okay, from the dark places anyway. It's being brought up by the planet for us to see so that we can heal, okay, because the planet is doing exactly the same thing. It is throwing up to the universe, okay, in the form of floods, in the form of earthquakes, in the form of volcanic eruptions, which then in turn are resulting in huge pumice stones the size of Birmingham being out in the ocean as new land. Okay, and there's going to be more of that as the earth purges, okay, purges the darkness and those areas that have been hidden for so long to cleanse itself. Just like we need to cleanse ourselves, the earth is doing the same thing. And it's doing that because there's light being shown to these dark areas. Okay, there is love and light being beamed down into those areas that we need to go and find those hidden pieces of ourselves. And if you think of that on the bigger picture, things that are happening there in the news, okay, reporters and people are shining light on these dark areas, especially on the web, okay, in financial areas, in the media itself, okay. All these areas are being shown so much light and love that things that we don't want to see and hear, okay, are coming out. And then when we see it on the news, it's hitting home with our own problems, and that makes us uncomfortable. So anything that resonates on a deep level makes us feel uncomfortable for a reason, so that we can then go and address it too. Okay, and I know that's exactly what I've been doing over the past 3 or 4 years. And you know what? I can certainly say from a personal point of view, as difficult as I thought it might have been, if I consciously really gone out and thought this was going to be my journey, I would not expect to be here right now talking to you guys about this. Okay, and yet here I am. Here I am. Okay, so I'm going to pick some more cards. We've got the Wealth of the World Awakens from the Wisdom of the Woman's Womb. So really we've covered the wealth with the giveaways. We've covered the world with the lower world, the darkness needing to be come up to the surface so that can be dealt with. And Awakens, we've got the light shining down, okay, so that everything is woken up, because we usually wake up when it's dawn, don't we? When the light starts, that's when we start to waken up. It's a natural process, okay, and that's what's happening. Okay, feel drawn to get an angel card right now, so I'm just going to draw one of these angel cards. The Wealth of the World Awakens from the Wisdom of the Woman's Womb. Earth of the world awakens from the wisdom of the woman's womb. Okay, I'm being asked to get out the other pack. So I'm just going to go over to these, okay? The energy cards and see what we pull out of here. I will pull an angel one shortly. Just for this next card, see how quickly that came out, okay? That one's just pinged out, and this is the 6th chakra. Ooh, Archangel Metatron. Wow, I can't tell you from a personal perspective how beautiful this is. Okay, Archangel Metatron 40. He is here with us now, and this is definitely a wisdom card. Okay, and there are a lot of women tuning in to Metatron at the moment. Okay, my battery is getting a bit low. Charles, would you mind getting my charger, please? Okay, kitchen, thank you. Sorry. Pachamama represents the unconditional love that the earth has for all her children. Sorry if I've not said that correctly. Including the stones, the plants, the animals, and humans. She is the goddess of earth, also known as Gaia. Thank you. Oh, that's Charles. That's not mine. Mine's plugged into the wall. Happy teenagers. Also known as Gaia, who pervades all creation in our planet. Thank you to Pachamama. Our timeless soul can experience life in a biological body. The joy and pain. Oh, the other bit's in my bag. Thank you. The joy and pain we taste during our brief time on earth are invitations to discover the boundless love of Pachamama. You are a child of the earth. Now is the time to eat right, love right, and be joyous, regardless of the circumstances you may find yourself in. This is very important, regardless of the circumstances you may find yourself in. Be grateful for your life, your body, and all that nourishes you. Pachamama invites you to relish each breath, embrace your joy and your pain equally, and discover love through both. Let Pachamama know how much you appreciate all her blessings with an act of service, such as planting a tree, helping save an endangered species, or protecting the ocean. You still believe that you are being cast out of the Garden of Eden, that you are motherless and homeless. You suppose that you need to work very hard to survive or thrive. It is time to stop suffering, let go of that old myth, and realise you were given the garden to rejoice in, and so become its steward. Your melancholy is really a longing to return to the heart of Pachamama. Listen deeply to the mother who is always there for you. Walk in beauty and honour all life. Wow. Wow. That is such a powerful card. So this is very much a connection card, isn't it? It is connecting. This is the wisdom card. It is connecting, okay? All our wisdom, okay, to our world, our earth, our planet, and everything that we are. That we need to embrace everything that she is, and all her pain that she is going through, okay? All these ravages to earth. We feel that pain, and I know we feel that pain because I only have to look at what's going on social media and see all your comments about the Amazon fires and things, everything else that's coming up. We are feeling that pain, as if it is our own personal pain and we want to do something about it. And the one thing that cancels out fear is love, unconditional love. And I think this is really what this message is that although there is so much pain out there, if we can enjoy, if we can embrace, the joy of all the joyous moments, okay, then it sort of cancels out the fear. And through that, yes, we can all move forward together, and let's all plant a tree or help an endangered species or protect the waters and the oceans. This is what we should be doing. This should be part of our life, isn't it? Okay? This should just be a natural part of what we do on a daily level. And we are beginning to take this on board and start the process of being more involved and more conscious about Mother Earth and what she needs. Excuse me, bear with me just one moment. Slight technical issue. We're all plugged in now. Okay, so I'm hoping that someone is still going to come back and give me the numerological relationship between the 1/9/2019 at 9 p.m. So that we can include that in as well. Okay. Now, very powerful cards today. Wealth of the world awakens from the wisdom of the woman's womb. Okay, and this Archangel Metatron was very much about the flow as well, wasn't it? A flow of Mother Earth and the life, what comes into life, and the flow of everything that is. So it really does bring in women, Mother Earth, and the wisdom that we need to use to bring it all together. Okay. Okay, so what do our angel cards have for us now, Metatron? What do we have in here for us? Wealth of the world awakens in the wisdom of the woman's womb. The wealth of the world awakens from the wisdom of the woman's womb. I don't think he wants to use this pack today. Oh, sorry. So there we go, we've got one. Self-acceptance. Okay, accepting who we are on this journey. Accepting everything that we are on this journey. Because until we can actually accept our past, this is really reaffirming what it's already said. Accepting that we have felt fearful, guilty, ashamed, that certain things have happened to us that we didn't want to happen, that we've hidden from ourselves, that we've forgotten about. Because we've had to move on, we've had to engage in what is happening now, because we've had the children to look after, our family to look after, maybe our parents or our carers. Okay? There's always something else that we have to do to survive on a daily level, okay, that takes us away from accepting our emotional selves, what has happened to us in events in our life, what has happened to our parents, because that is also part of us, okay, and ancestrally we can sort of go back and revisit and clear past hurts on so many different levels that then help us to move forward. These little gems that we need to go on a treasure hunt with, okay? So this one and this one are very important, okay? Once you can actually accept that you might need to go and visit these slightly darker places, okay, although they may seem very, very, very dark, when we shine the light on it, okay, we get the most beautiful gifts back. The most beautiful gifts. And if we can do this for ourselves, we can do this for our planet. We can do this for our Earth. It's all connected. So let me read this. Self-acceptance and see what it says. See if it agrees with anything that I've whittled on about. You are a perfect child of God, and every part of you is wonderful. Your angels guide you to let go of negative self-judgment and to enjoy being you. You are much too hard on yourself. Although you enjoy having high standards, it's important to view yourself through loving eyes. Berating yourself only makes your spirit sink. Self-improvement comes from a positive mindset. See yourself through your angel's eyes and you will see someone who is perfect and holy child of God, or whatever your belief system is. Although you have made mistakes in the past, there is nothing that you could have ever said, thought or done that would change that higher love for you. The angels see past your surface mistakes. They see the beating heart of that higher good of love within you. And they love you unconditionally, and they ask you to love yourself in the same way. Okay. So, women, we are extra tough on ourselves, aren't we? There was a piece, I was listening to Woman's Hour this week, and they were doing a piece on 67% of women are now becoming self-employed because it offers a more flexible and fulfilling lifestyle for them. Doesn't necessarily mean that they are better off financially, or that they get any extra benefits, but what it means, and they may struggle with having 5 weeks holiday, 4 weeks holiday for the whole year, but what it does give a lot of women by being self-employed is the flexibility. The flexibility, okay, to be there if their child is poorly from school. The flexibility to be at hand if anything happens because their parents are elderly. The flexibility for them to be who they want to be. The flexibility of not having to be in an environment where they are mauled by a member of the opposite sex because that's how it's always been. The flexibility and the knowledge that they are safer away from bullies in the workplace. Safer because they know that if they are 5 minutes late, okay, that they're not going to feel guilty because they need to leave early because their child is poorly, or that there is a sports day that they want to go to. And this was a really important thing for me to listen to this week, because it really made me aware of actually how women are leading the forefront here of probably changing the relationship in the work environment by doing the work themselves at home or wherever it is that they're working from, okay, by their own feet, by moving themselves out of the workplace and taking control of their own lives and their own destiny. And by God, they're doing a good job as well. So, carry on, ladies. I'm going to draw one more card. And this is going to be from the energy pack, okay? So, self-acceptance, 6 cards for the 6 Ws. 6 cards for the 6 Ws. On the 1st of the 9th, 2019, we started this at 9 p.m. Okay, just pull a whole wodge out there, but I'm not going to take all of those. Okay, Okay, Metatron, what message have you got for us from this last card? The wealth of the world awakens from the woman's womb. And I got this 6 W's came from me working on my own timeline. I'm videoing it for myself, really. I just needed to sort of do my own awakening process, and I got a what's this one? Thinking woman. Okay, fantastic. So just to finish off what I was saying, I got out a piece of old wallpaper and put it down on the floor and recorded my own timeline journey of my awakening process and what had been involved, who had been involved, what it actually meant along the way. And right at the very end, I came up with wisdom, awakening wisdom. And then very shortly after, the words wealth, world, wisdom, woman's womb, pardon me, all came together from that. And our final card that's just been pulled is number 47, the thinking woman. Okay, from the pack. So where is the book? Here it is. 47. Female of wisdom or understanding. This card shows a woman holding a book, standing before a staircase, ready to lead you to higher understanding. This woman could be a friend who helps you express and understand your feelings, or she could be a teacher brought to your life at this time to take you in a new direction. This could also be a new love interest with a woman who is thoughtful, conscious and aware, or like the thinking man. The card could represent a side of yourself that's ready to blossom and bring clarity and assistance to the world. If so, find your voice and let your wisdom shine. I open my mind and heart to my own inner wisdom. I am thoughtful, focused and clear. Now, for some of you, this card could represent a difficult time in your own personal growth. You may be feeling confused about your personal purpose or disconnected from your heart's true path. Look within and open up to your own inner guidance. Trust your intuition about what you need to learn